Whoever said experience doesn't count has never been counted on to get justice in a courtroom. Brenna Finley talks tough on crime, but she's never tried a criminal in court, never stopped a scam artist, never locked up a predator. Finley spent years pushing a partisan agenda in Washington, while Tom Miller's been fighting to protect our families in Iowa, keeping sexual predators behind bars and taking on the big banks to stop foreclosures. Tom Miller, Attorney General.
Because they can't protect themselves, it's up to us to protect them. But as a state legislator, Tom Horn voted against tougher penalties for statutory rape. And when students caught a teacher looking at child pornography on a school computer, Horn used his vote on the Board of Education to allow that teacher back in the classroom. With all the dangers facing families today, tell Superintendent Horn to protect children, not people who harm them.
When I was a police officer, my job was about more than locking up criminals. It was about protecting people.
After law school, Peter Kilmartin helped prosecute hundreds of criminals, from scam artists to sexual predators, and wrote laws to protect battered women and ban text messaging while driving.
I'm Peter Kilmartin. As Attorney General, I'll work to keep Rhode Island safe from criminals and from corporations trying to rip us off. For me, protecting families is not a campaign slogan. It's a way of life.
As a federal prosecutor for nearly a decade, Dan Gelber put away hundreds of criminals, from corrupt politicians to violent gangs. So effective, his conviction rate was 98%. Every major newspaper endorses Gelber for Attorney General, because while Gelber stood in court to protect us, his opponent has never tried a single case in front of a jury. Not one.
We need to protect people and make wrongdoers pay. I did it as a federal prosecutor, and I'll do it as your Attorney General.
For Attorney General, newspapers across Florida agree Dan Gelber is clearly better qualified than Pam Bondi.
As a top federal prosecutor, Gelber put corrupt politicians and gang members behind bars.
With a 98% conviction rate, it's a record Bondi just can't match.
Bondi's lacking in qualifications, focused on issues that have nothing to do with the office.
Gelber's the one who will shake up the system.
Florida needs someone like Gelber to be its top cop right now.
Steve Bullock is the only candidate for Attorney General who stood in a courtroom and protected Montanans, who made sure criminals served their time. When scam artists targeted seniors, he stepped in. When public access to rivers and streams was threatened, he defended our rights. With online predators and meth dealers targeting children, he's a father who knows how to fight back. Law enforcement says Bullock's the right man to protect our safety. Steve Bullock, an Attorney General who comes prepared.
I'm Steve Bullock. With all the things that my opponent has been saying about me in his TV ads, I want you to know exactly where I stand. I grew up right here in Montana. I support gun rights and the death penalty. I'm proud to have worked with law enforcement on a plan to crack down on sexual predators who prey on children. Lisa and I have 3 kids. There's nothing more important to me than keeping my kids and yours safe from harm. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.